Hello, good day everyone. This is the watcher here on a live stream, and I am happy to try this out today. And today we shall look into cryptocurrencies, a few pairs that I like and I would like us to trade. So just give me a minute, I will be back. So, as we can see, initially we predicted that once Bitcoin comes to this level, it will retrace down, but a little, possibly to this level before we can push up higher. But actually, the fundamentals now favor a massive rally in the price of Bitcoin. And we are now seeing the chance that it may continue rising up, especially since it has broken above this major resistance here. This trend may push it higher towards around 70K or so, or even higher. So I want us to, if you have not entered the position, possibly here or here, I wouldn't advise you to buy Bitcoin at this price now. There are other things to buy because you can see this run is quite massive. So you should wait for any chance of retracement. Unless you are buying to hold for long term, then you can just buy. Definitely, Bitcoin, as we can see from the fundamentals news, if see once the ETF was approved, people started dumping their gold funds and ETF to push the money into the Bitcoin ETF. That is one of the reasons we are seeing continuous rally in the price of Bitcoin. So you can see nearly 10 billion in some assets and I don't know, 58 billion in AUM and other shares we have sold off and put into uh, Bitcoin. So there will still be continuous selling off assets as people adjust their portfolio. Now, another news of interest is this report says with 3% of all Bitcoin now in ETF, analysts target at around 100,000 price, $100,000 worth of price in for Bitcoin. But I think this is too low. This 100,000 is too low. We should see Bitcoin, though not this year, possibly next year. We should see Bitcoin around 200,000. Around 200,000 is my own forecast for the price of Bitcoin. So I uh, I want us to just chill because I expect Bitcoin. You see this market cap of 1 trillion, it should climb to around 4 trillion before the end of this bull market. That's my own prediction. Around 4 trillion for Bitcoin, around 4 or 3 trillion for Bitcoin market cap before the end of this bull run. So that's what I expect. So so there are so many reasons to expect a continuous rally in the price of Bitcoin. It's quite enormous that a lot of people do not want to be left behind as the price keeps moving. So I expect possibly if we pull down a little down to this place, it will continue or rallying up, or the price may just pull down a little, just a little, a little, and then the rally will continue. So that is what I expect. As you can see, it's quite healthy. Since this move up here is quite healthy. This is an inverted head and shoulder, and the price pushed it quite far. So we expect a pullback, something drop, possibly something like this. A drop, and then we continue rising up. It can happen anytime, but not today. It can happen anytime within next week. So expect it. It can happen. Then the next thing I would like us to look into is some other crypto pairs of interest to me. I will look into a chart that I like so much, FTM. If you take a good look at FTM, you can see that the chart is quite well placed for a well grand massive run. Now we have a very healthy looking chart. Well, yeah, you can see we started monitoring this price from this triangle, and if you go to my Twitter page, you will see a lot of analysis I made concerning FTM, and some of them are still valid, and I expect us to work with it. Oh, sorry. Now this is the last post I made, but you can see this is where I made the prediction it will fall a little bit and then push up, but it just pushed higher, then retraced and continued. But we still have a chance to pick it up. We picked it up here, and so you can also pick it up here and watch out how the rally continues higher. So this is what I'm calling. You can just buy FTM here and hold it until we get to around 0.7, which is where I see it going to next. Around 0.7, that's 70 cents. That's the near target, or you hold for the main run. After all, the halving is just few days away, few weeks away. So we continue to rally up until we get to the highest high possible. Don't forget, FTM still has a lot of room to grow. If we check in the weekly, it has a lot of room to rally. The all-time high is around $3.3. So from here to that place, we are almost still 10x away from all-time high. So, but I know it will break this and possibly head towards $5. It will head towards $5. So it's still a good buy. And if you check the chart at the weekly, it's quite well looking. Almost another inverted head and shoulder, but not yet well formed. So you can see we are still at the early stage in FTM. So don't fall behind, just buy and hold. So another one I would like us to check is Boson. Boson, this pair is quite a good one to hold or stake and forget it. This is how I analyzed it the last time, and I have been waiting for this pair. This is the retrace after a breakout from this trend line. Rallied up. This is the retrace, and you can just accumulate it here. Though the volume in Boson is not yet much, so you have to be patient for people to gain interest and then push the price very high. If we check in CoinGecko, the trading volume is still around 600,000. That is not much. We need a minimum of 1 million daily trading volume to be sure that people are interested in buying this coin. So most people are not trading it, they just buy and hold. So you can also buy and hold as well. So that is what I expect on this pair here. So I will advise you to hold this coin because if you check the chart, let's check it even here on CoinGecko. You see this is a very long accumulation phase. Very, very long accumulation phase. This is almost a year and 6 months in accumulation. And the price of listing was around $5, and since then, or $4. Since then, it has fallen down, rallied again, and fallen down again. So This rally here shows that people are actually interested in this project, and they now have their marketplace ready. They have some things listed. So all we are waiting for is the bull market. This is a confirmed 100S coin. Confirmed 100S coin. So the technology is quite good, and it will sell. It will sell. It will fly. It will fly very high. So that is it for this. Now I have another one. PewDiePie. Many people. Most times, like people, and I make a video or post on these, I see the price start to rally. So it's better to look at it on this coin gecko, so you can see the whole insight of where to target. So we are still early, even though I started calling this. If you check the chart, I started looking into this project from here. Of recent, I even made a call on it, and it still rallied up. I made my first trade call around here last year, and we got a decent rally in price. Got a decent rally in price, and this is almost 10x. It cooled off, and we also entered again after another almost 10x here, but this is the next one in play, and I expect this to keep on rising because some small players have interest in this, so they will push the price up. I target 1.12, so in the near time, but on the long run, just buy, hold, forget it until we claim this all-time high once again. So that is the play here. So if you have bought from last year when we made the first call around here, that's okay. By now you are very, very much in profit. Very, very much in profit. So that's what we are talking about. We are just buy, hold, forget. Till 1 year later you check back in some of these small cap coins. So I will also take this opportunity to look into Gig. Gig is one of my preferred technology holdings. I hold quite a reasonable amount of Gig, so if I make any call in Gig, just know that I have it. I have Gig. So Gig, for some reason, have been quite misfortuned in price. Gig have not actually gained much from what people expected of it. So we were expecting Gig to maintain its strength from the time it was released, but somehow, because the development was not ready then, so it dumped quite much as they keep selling off tokens or to support the development. But now I believe they have got a very good contract, a very good system to make sure that the dumping will not continue. So if you have bought Gig before this broadcast, that's quite good. But if not, don't buy it. We still have a lot of room to go. So I target Gig may go close to possibly $5. $5 to $10, that's my estimate in the price of Gig. So it will happen. When it will happen, you won't know. How fast, you won't know. But it will happen. But we expect it from next year. A Gig, probably my wish this year is for them to complete their mainnet and enter the market fully so that we can start to see the potentials of Gig in play. So this is one of the ones to hold in this coming bull season. Don't trade, just hold. It will make you rich. Now Fuse. Fuse is another good one, and unfortunately for me, I didn't quite manage my position well in Fuse. So right now I have encountered some loss because I bought a lot at this top here, and now it's dumping. And also I swapped at voltage finance without considering the liquidity there was not much, so I did lose some percentage based on the liquidity issue of my tokens. So I did a lot of rubbish, but I am still well positioned and well staked, so I will cover the few losses with time. So the chart here is suggesting that it actually doesn't have the strength to keep rising. That's what I can see from the chart here, because we have broken this low here. So, and this price is not pushing up higher enough to break this line. So possibly if it touches it, it will still pull down to this level here. So you can buy it there within from maybe end of this month or in March. But however, after March, just know it, because of the rate cut issue, that we know that the Fed is forecasted to cut rate in June. So a lot of bullish positions will be assumed once again, just like we saw in October, November, when people expected a cut in March. So by March, we have 3 months or 4 months to June. So people will start taking bullish positions once again. So accumulate your coins now or in March. Don't wait till June. It will be too late. Accumulate your coins, accumulate your assets, your stocks, the good ones, accumulate anything you have interest in within this coming month, March. But for crypto also, just accumulate. I have shown us FTM, I've shown us Fuse, I've shown us Gig, I've shown us Bosom. These are things to accumulate, even PewFi. So also, we can also look into Zephyr protocol. It's one of our high flyers, even though we received some disappointments of late, but still a good one. Oh, still a good one. You know, it dumped beyond what we expected. We thought it would hold its ground here, but it did not. It dumped to this place, but it have actually recovered very much since its last dump. It have recovered, so I'm happy for this. This is 2x already from lows. I didn't pay attention to this project. I immediately broke this level lower. I exited and I didn't monitor it much again, but wow, it did marvelous. Recovered so well. So we expect it will soon claim these highs once again. So for those who bought it here, congratulations to you. You are now 2x your capital. So this coin is one of the ones we expect to fly high in this coming season. So don't neglect it. Just buy, hold. I don't know if there's anything else of interest to anyone. Just write it in the comment and then we'll look at the chart and tell us what to expect. Thank you so much and see you next time.